Welcome back to Beauty Beyond Betrayal. I'm Lisa Limehouse. I am your host, and I'm excited to be with you. We're actually on the podcast and we're on YouTube on this one. So we're live on both, and I'm really excited to be back. And it's quite cold where we are right now. It's kind of a little frigid. Those who are watching on YouTube, you see me all bundled up, but I'm sure it's the same where you are as well. Listen, I don't know about you, but when we come out of the holidays, it can actually be a little depressing, can it not? Because we've just come off of, some of us, a high, or maybe high stress because the holidays were stressful, because we're in the midst of betrayal, we're dealing with all the things, right? Or we are entering into this new year saying, oh my gosh, I really don't want to be going around the same mountain over and over again for another year. I'm tired of the devastation of betrayal. I'm tired of the same ruminating thoughts and the triggers that I've dealt with for the past number of years. I really want something brand new in 2024. Beautiful. I've heard you loud and clear. And I've got something so exciting and amazing to tell you about really quick. Now, when you first discovered that your husband was having an affair, betraying you, I know you were completely shattered. I was too. You were overwhelmed, dismayed. There was feelings of hopelessness that started to arise deep within you. And like you and I know we didn't know which way to turn. We didn't know who to talk to. And what next steps do we need to take, right? Well, beautiful, I want to help you with that. I don't want you to stay where you currently are. So I've created a group coaching program for 2024. Yes, I have my VIP coaching where I only take a select few one-on-one clients, but I wanted to be able to offer more in 2024. So we are launching a group coaching program, and the group coaching program is Beyond the Betrayal. We actually launch January the 29th. I know, right? It's so exciting. Now, I wish I would have had a group coaching program the day that I found out that my husband betrayed me. It would have helped me navigate the murky waters of the betrayal so much easier. I would have had my first steps after discovery. I would have known like which direction to go, what to kind of do. So, like you, I needed something, and I don't want you to flounder the way that I did. So, I have a wait list that's available right now where you can get your name on it. I can send you the info. We can get you signed up for the group coaching program. All the deets will come your way through an email. So you go to beautybeyondbetrayal.org, you click on how to work with me, go to the group coaching tab. There you go. Sign up. Let's get you on the list. Listen, beautiful. Inside of the group coaching program, what are you going to learn? Let me just tell you really quick. You're going to find out what's actually happening to you. It's called betrayal trauma. It's a real trauma. It's like none other that you've ever experienced in your life. It's a very different trauma. So we break down actually what is happening to you, the different stages of betrayal, and how to identify which stage you're in, how to establish a safety plan so that you can start healing from a place of stability, how to develop your support system, who do you allow in your circle moving forward, how to identify safe people in your life. What are triggers? How do you gain control over them so they no longer control you? We talk about all things boundaries, what they are, why you need them, how to set them. What do you do if they're not respected? What type of boundaries do you need to set? What about consequences? All the things, right? And how trauma affects the brain and the body, and the techniques that you need to heal. And then next steps that you need to take. We cover bonus episodes. We have guest speakers. All of this is in our 3-month cohort that is going to launch January 29th. You'll be a part of a community, a sisterhood of women that are healing from betrayal trauma, just like you. You'll walk away with a better understanding of what betrayal trauma really is, how to create safety for yourself, and all the things you need to know to not just regain your life, but rebuild your life. So beautiful. If you're ready to leave the devastation of the trauma, of the betrayal behind once and for all, so that you can heal and recover, and you can take back 2024 and make it the year of breakthrough for you. then beautiful, go to beautybeyondbetrayal.org, go to work with me, my group coaching program, get on the wait list so that you can sign up. There's only 10 women in this group coaching program. It's a 3-month program, and we only take 10 at a time. And once those slots are finished, well, they're finished, okay? So if you want to be a part of it, you need to get in now. So you can go to the link below in my show notes and you can get in. And I can't wait to have you there and journey with you. There's so much more in store for you, but at least get in there so you can find out what's going on. So what do I want to talk to you about today? I want to share with you the steps that I initially took when I was healing from betrayal trauma. I've had many women over the holidays, just reach out to me and say, Lisa, what were some of the steps that you took? Like, we see you now and it's amazing where you are, but what did you do to get where you are today? How did you heal when it was so devastating, when it was so hard, when you were in the trenches, when the ruminating thoughts were just like inundating your mind, when you couldn't sleep because the nightmares, it felt like you couldn't breathe, you couldn't eat? What did you do? Well, beautiful, I'm 4 years in. My D-Day was in 2020. So we're in 2024. Actually, the 12th of January is going to be the marking date of when God stopped me in my tracks in my bedroom and told me that my husband was having an affair, that he had broken his vows. And I remember clenching my gut, my stomach, and just crying out to God saying, no, this cannot be real. This cannot be true, God. It cannot be true. But fast forward to April 3rd of 2020, and there was all the evidence. The private investigator just brought it through email, and it came flooding through like a tidal wave. And it was devastating, to say the least. But people see me now and go, how did you survive that? Well, beautiful, I want to give you the steps that I took to get where I am today, because they're tried and true. And if you hear me today, this is going to help you. So I really want you to grab a pen and paper, and I really want you to lean in, glean from today's episode, because you're at a brand new start, at a brand new year, and you can start to take these steps for yourself so that you can heal from the trauma of betrayal. So number one was, I had to look at the truth face to face. I had to acknowledge his betrayal and accept it for the truth of what it really was. And I know some of you are like, I don't know if I can do that. Well, if you're in denial and you stay in denial, that's going to keep you stuck in the quicksand of devastation. It's going to keep you stuck in the quicksand of trauma. You're going to suffocate there and you're never going to move forward. Beautiful. The first step that brings you into healing is looking truth square in the eyeballs, square face to face for what it is, and acknowledging, my husband has betrayed me. Now, it's devastating, and I get it. It is so hard. It is just gut-wrenching. But until we acknowledge what has happened to us, until we actually accept the truth, we're not going to be set free. We're told in scripture, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Well, really recognizing the truth of betrayal is that first step of freedom from the trauma that it brings. So that's the first step I took. The second step that I took is I chose me over my marriage. And all of a sudden, I just heard quite a number of you go, what? That's how my mama used to say it. What? Yes, you heard me right, beautiful. And I know that's controversial, because especially as Christians, especially in the church, we are taught, save the marriage at all cost. We are taught you must go to marriage counseling as soon as you find out anything's wrong. If there's been pornography use, if there's been a betrayal, jump into marriage counseling. Find out why that happened. find out what was wrong in the relationship that caused it, right? We're taught all those things. And beautiful, that can't be farther from the truth. Because your marriage, no matter how hard it is, your marriage didn't cause the betrayal. The betrayal is on the one who betrayed you. It's not your responsibility. It's not caused by you. It was not due to circumstances or a bad marriage. It was the one who betrayed you's choice, their responsibility, their poor decision that they made to move into something that was immoral. That was on them, not you or the marriage. So, trying to save a broken marriage, first off, that has been betrayed, and now you have the one who's traumatized you as the one who's been betrayed, traumatized over here, and the one who's the betrayer, and they're like, I want to reconcile the relationship, but I broke us and I don't know how to fix this, and what do I do? So you have two very unhealthy people trying to save an unhealthy relationship. It sets you up for disaster. So what do? You choose your healing journey for yourself first. This is what I tell all my clients. All of the women and the couples that I work with eventually as they come to me as couples is you have to have a period of time where you've chosen your own healing journey, where you can deep dive and work through the traumas that you're experiencing, that you can uproot these things, that you can get some healing under your belt, so to speak, so that when you do collectively come back together as a couple, you both are at a healthier place to deal with the things that were not working in your marriage and to build a brand new relationship that is much healthier. That's how that works, okay? And I know that might be a very different scenario that you've been told, but this is tried and true. My husband and I tried, we jumped into marriage counseling, and we ended up separated for an entire year. It was a disaster. And so we kind of stepped back away from marriage counseling, and I chose me. I chose to work on my healing, and I dove deep into my healing journey. And by doing that first and allowing him to figure out his healing journey, to work on his own recovery, we could come back together later, healthier human beings that now could look at reconciling a marriage that had been broken, but now we could build a brand new relationship together that was healthier. So number 3 is I sought God. Beautiful. God is your ultimate healer. He's the one that hears your cries. He's the one that he knows that you've been reaching out for the hem of his garment. And he stands there waiting with open arms to say, daughter, I hear you. Son, daughter, couple, I hear you loud and clear. I want to heal you. Let me couple with you in this. Let me journey with you and guide you through. He wants to partner with you in your healing journey. So I sought God and I sought his good and ultimate will for my life. What did that mean? It meant that I had to lay my own will aside. Beautiful, listen, there were times that I so wanted to leave the relationship. So many times. Now, I left it physically for a year because my husband kept going back and forth having the affair. He wouldn't stop. So it was only normal as a consequence that I had to remove myself from that toxic situation. But what I mean by wanting to remove myself from the relationship was I wanted to get out of the relationship. I wanted to file for divorce. I wanted to call it quit. But I kept seeking God's will for my life above all. And for a time, God just would tell me, hang on, just trust me in this process. Don't do that yet. Don't make an earth-shattering decision in the unhealthy atmosphere in which you're in right now. Let me heal you first so that you can make a healthier decision down the road. And by listening to his still small voice, by seeking his will above my own, it gave my husband time to allow God to break through with him, speak to his heart, He could get into recovery work, and eventually we could come back together and be resurrected and restored. Now, does it always happen that way? No. But when you seek God for your healing, beautiful, He is going to heal you regardless of what happens in your relationship. So seek God with your whole heart. Allow Him to guide you. Now, what did God do for me? He spoke loud and clear and told me to wait on Him, but He also gave me a roadmap. He gave me a roadmap to healing. He literally, step by step, told me what I needed in my life when I needed it, how to do safety, how to get safe again, how to set up healthy boundaries. Like, God took me through processes and gave me this roadmap that brought me to complete recovery. That's what I share with you inside of my brand new group coaching program, is that same roadmap that God gave me. And I have seen many women come through this same program one-on-one that now I'm offering as a group coaching program. And it's amazing where these women and couples are today. So I can't wait to share it with you inside of that group coaching program. All right. Number 4 is I found a coach. I eventually did. I got to a point where I was like, okay, I've done a lot of healing work, but I want to go further. So God brought a wonderful coach into my life that really helped me to start putting some things together in a better format. And so, beautiful, a coach, a trauma-informed coach, is crucial for your healing journey. Why? Because they've been there, they've done that, they have the roadmap, and they have the techniques, they have the strategies and the guidance that you need to pull you through the tough mire, the murky waters of the devastation of trauma, to get you to the recovery place that you want to be. They guide you over from mountain to mountain. The valley that you're in right now, that tumultuous valley of trauma, they know how to navigate it to get you to the place of recovery and a brand new restored life. So seeking out a trauma-informed coach is the way to go. All right, number 5 is I took action. Beautiful. So many times we just want to sit in the misery of it, right? This is too hard, Lisa. The recovery process is too hard. I would rather just back away from it, deny it, walk away, treat it like it never happened, shove it under the rug. But beautiful, the truth is, if you do that, later on, you're going to trip over it and you're going to smash your face in it once again. And it's going to resurface time and time and time again. So taking action and actually daily steps that you're going to walk out in the healing process is crucial to get you through to recovery. So some of you might be like, well, I don't even know what the action steps are. Beautiful, I got you covered. In this podcast, I give you massive information. So always subscribe, follow, listen to the podcast weekly. I do 2 a week for you. But also come over to the group coaching program. This is a great way for you to really get in deep and know what to do on the daily. Know how to formulate a recovery schedule to keep you on track so that you can get the results that you desire in 2024. All right, beautiful. The last one is this. I kept moving forward. So many times when we are moving through the stages of betrayal trauma, and there are stages, we can get stuck in any one of those stages, anytime, anywhere, and we can sit there. Well, beautiful, it's okay to sometimes sit in that stage, to process it, to unpack it, so that you can learn and glean from that time period and glean all the things that God wants to teach you during that time, to be refined so that you can come out even better. But you're not to stay there. You're to keep moving forward every step of the way. When we sit and we don't continue our journey, we lose a portion of our life. We self-sabotage and we steal from ourselves the blessings that God has in store for us on the other side of betrayal. That's why this podcast is called Beauty Beyond Betrayal, because there is beauty beyond betrayal. And I know that because I'm living it. And so many others, hundreds of others that I have helped, have lived it as well, and they are living it. And God wants that for you. So you must and you get to keep moving forward so that you can have that beautiful restored life that you so seek. So beautiful. Those are the steps that I took. Those are the steps. Now, if you want to deep dive, if you want to really get down to it and find out the daily action steps and how to do all the things and have the templates and the workbooks and the PDFs and the teachings and the one-on-one coaching or the group coaching, all of that, then go to beautybeyondbetrayal.org and go to how to work with me. And you can explore there how you can get into the group coaching program. We can get you started. We launched January 29th, and I can't wait to have you a part of it. So beautiful. I pray that today's broadcast brought you so much blessing, hope, and encouragement, because you don't have to stay where you are. I know you desire so much more, and God has a breakthrough waiting for you in 2024. So let's get you there. Be blessed.